Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the TikTok Winternationals. It's time for Top Field Session 3. 22 Dragsters. Our current bump spot, Sean Langdon with a 188.7. We've had one improvement in two classes. Can Top Field do any better? Our first pair, number 22 qualifier, Leah Pruitt in the near lane. Number 21 qualifier, Austin Prock in the far lane. A 196.9 for Austin Prock and a 198 flat for Leah Pruitt. Pruitt stays 22nd, Prock stays 21st on next pair. Number 20 qualifier, Brittany Forrest in the near lane. Number 19 qualifier, Morgan Lucas in the far lane. 187 flat for Morgan Lucas. A 190 with a 5 for Brittany Forrest. Morgan Lucas will get in the show. Where will he go? Morgan Lucas jumps in the number 14 spot. Brittany Forrest improves her time, but does not move out of the number 20 spot. Harley now your number 16 qualifier with a 188.2. Our next pair, number 19 qualifier, Ronna Hartman-Smith in the near lane. Number 18 qualifier, Antron Brown in the far lane. $192.3 for Brown and a $192.4 for Ronna Hartman. Antron Brown stays 18th. Hartman stays 19th. Our next pair, Sean Langdon, number 17 qualifier in the near lane. Was bumped out by Morgan Lucas. Harley, now the number 16 qualifier in the bump. Much more better than 188.2 for Langdon to get back in. But Harley also needs to improve. 190 with a 2 for Harley, and 190 with a 3 for Langdon. No improvement. They will stay where they're at. Our next pair, number 15 qualifier, Kenny Bernstein in the near lane. Excuse me. Excuse me, guys. Yawn. And number 13 qualifier, Ginger in the far lane. Can they improve? 188.3 for Ginger and a 188.8 for Kenny Bernstein. Kenny Bernstein stays 15th. Ginger stays 13th. Our next pair, number 12 qualifier, Corey Mack in the near lane. Number 11 qualifier, Doug Coletta in the far lane. 186.2 for Doug Coletta, 188.5 for Corey Mack. No improvement for Coletta, no improvement for Corey Mack. Doug Coletta stays 11th. Corey Mack stays 12th. Our next pair, number 10 qualifier, Bones in the near lane. Number 9 qualifier, Thunder in the far lane. Thunder a 185.5, Bones a 186.2. That is a 1,000 improvement for Thunder. Bones, no improvement. Bones will stay 10th, and even with the 1,000 improvement, Thunder will stay 9th. Our next pair, number 8 qualifier, Tony Schumacher in the near lane. Number 7 qualifier, Gary Selzy in the far lane. 185.2 for Selzy and a 185.8 for Schumacher. Schumacher will stay 8th. Selzy will stay 7th. Our next pair, number 6 qualifier, Clay Milliken in the near lane. Number 6 qualifier, Mike Dunn in the far lane. I sure woke up before I did any of this. 185.3 for Mike Dunn, a 186 flat for Clay Milliken. Clay Milliken stays 6th. Mike Dunn stays 5th. Our next pair, number 4 qualifier, Larry Dixon near lane. Number 3 qualifier, Brandon Bernstein in the far lane. Dixon loses his wing. A 180 with an 8 for Brandon Bernstein. A 183 flat for Larry Dixon. Dixon stays 4th. Brandon Bernstein stays 3rd. Our final pair, top field, session 3. Joe Amato, number 2 qualifier near lane. Melanie Troxel, number 1 qualifier in the far lane. 180 flat for Troxel and 181.1 for Joe Amato. And after top field session 3, here's your current field. Not many changes. Minor. Melanie Troxel still number 1. with the 182 or 178.2 she ran in the second session, followed by Joe Motto, Brandon Bernstein, Larry Dixon, Mike Dunn, Clay Milliken, Gary Selzy, and Tony Schumacher. Your bottom half of the field, Thunder number 9, followed by Bones, Doug Coletta, Corey Mack, Ginger, Morgan Lucas, Kenny Bernstein, and Harley on the bump with her 188.2 from session number 1. Outside looking in, currently not qualified, 1 session to go. Sean Langdon, Antron Brown, Juan Harmon Smith, Brittany Forrest, Austin Prock, and Leah Pruitt. Funny Car, session 3, next. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the TikTok Winternationals. Time for Funny Car qualifying session number 3. On the bump spot, it is Jim Epler with a 176.3. Up first, number 25 qualifier, Tommy Johnson Jr. in the far lane. A 185.5 for Tommy Johnson Jr. will not get him in the show. Despite an improvement on time, Tommy Johnson Jr. stays 25th. Our first pair, Tony Bartone in the near lane, number 24 qualifier. Number 23 qualifier, Matt Hagan in the far lane. $183.7 for Matt Hagan, a 189.2 for Bartone. Bartone stays 24th, Hagan stays 23rd. Our next pair, number 22 qualifier, Bob Gilbertson in the near lane. Number 21 qualifier, Courtney Force in the far lane. 177.2 for Courtney Force and a 183.9 for Bob Gilbertson. Bob Gilbertson stays number 22. Courtney Force up to number 19. Our next pair, 21 qualifier, Frank Pedregon in the near lane. Number 20 qualifier, Del Worsham in the far lane. Jim Epler still on the bump with that 176.3. $180 with a 3 for Del Worsham and $180 with a 4 for Frank Pedregon. Frank Pedregon stays 21. Del Worsham stays 20. Courtney Force is going to sit 19th. Our next pair, number 18 qualifier, Ricardo in the near lane. Number 17 qualifier, John Force in the far lane. 176.3 by Jim Epler to get in. 175.2 for Ricardo. He will get in. 177.2 for John Force. Ricardo up to number 13. John Force down to number 18. Our next pair, Jim Epler, now number 17 qualifier, Robert Height, now on the bump. The 176.2. Can Epler get back into the show? Not here, he can. A 180 with a 5. Robert Height, 180 with a 7. Height's going to sit on the bump. Our next pair, number 15 qualifier, Dale Creasy Jr. in the near lane. Number 14 qualifier, Jimmy Pedregon in the far lane. 177.7 for Jimmy Pedregon and 180 with a 4 for Dale Creasy Jr. Creasy will stay 15th. Jimmy Pedregon will stay 14th. Our next pair, number 12 qualifier, Thunder in the near lane. 11 qualifier, Tony Pedregon in the far lane. Thunder 173.1. 177.2 for Tony Pedregon. Thunder, that's an improvement. Tony Pedregon moves down to number 12. Thunder moves up to number 10. Our next pair, number 11 qualifier, Eric in the near lane. Number 9 qualifier, Mello in the near lane, or far lane. I keep mixing everything up today, guys. Mello 173.9, Eric a 174.7. No improvement from Mello, nor Eric. Eric stays 11th, Mello stays 9th. Our next pair, number 8 qualifier, Sinister in the near lane. Number 7 qualifier, Cruz Pedregon in the far lane. Good run, a 174.1 for both Sinister and Cruz. No improvement for Cruz. No improvement for Sinister. Sinister stays 8th, Cruz stays 7th. Our next pair, number 6 qualifier, Hellenic near lane. Reigning world champion, qualified number 5, Mellon in the far lane. 172.1 for Mellon. 174 one for Halidic. No improvements. They'll stay 6th and 5th. Our next pair, number 4 qualifier Fisher in the near lane. Number 3 qualifier Maya in the far lane. Fisher stroller off the line. 171.6 for Maya. 181.9 for Fisher. That's no improvement for either. Fisher stays 4th. Maya stays 3rd. A final pair, Funny Car Session 3. Number 2 qualifier Harley in the near lane. Number 1 qualifier West in the far lane. 171.4 for Harley, 171.7 for West. No improvement. We'll say 1 and 2. Session 3 complete. Here your current Funny Car field. West still number 1. This is 170 with a 4. Followed by Harley, Maya, Fisher, Mellon, Halidic, Cruz Pentagon, and Sinister. Running out the top half of the show. The bottom half. Sinister number 9. Or Mello. God damn it. Sorry, guys. I'm having issues thinking who they are. Mello, number 9. Followed by Thunder, Eric, Tony Pentagon, Ricardo, Jimmy Pentagon, Dale Creasy Jr., and Robert Hyde on the bump for 176.2. Currently not qualified. Jim Appler, John Forrest, Courtney Forrest, Dale Worsham, Frank Pentagon, Bob Gilberton, Matt Hagan, Tony Bartone, and Tommy Johnson Jr. We come back. Pro Stock, Session 4, final qualifying sessions. Next.